Welcome to Cox Green. I'm Mr. Edwards, I'm the head teacher, and I've got an opportunity here to talk about benefits of coming to Cox Green as a secondary school. I first want to talk about our values at Cox Green. These are very passionate to me because they mean a lot. In my time of teaching, these are three values that I think will move every student forward and give them the best opportunity to be successful. Our three values at Cox Green are be determined, be respectful, and be kind. These especially are pivotal to me due to my own background and my children, and seeing how important these kind of traits I want to see in every young person come through at this school. I honestly believe success looks very different for very different people, but sticking to these traits and these values allow everyone to be successful in the long run. Our vision at Cox Green is important, as you can see in the PowerPoint presentation. There's some key words that we focus upon. One being community. We realise here that we are a major part of the local community, and we want to make sure our students are proud to be part of Cox Green. Alongside this is aspiration and ambition. I believe that no student should be told they can't achieve their long-term goals. It's key for us to believe that you can be whatever you want to be. Our students need to have the stepping stones to be as successful as they can in the long run. Now, all these, in my opinion, what we make is something called a culture of success. In schools, a culture of success is important because it focuses upon a number of different aspects. Success looks different to different people. You may have your Oxford graduate, and you might have someone who wants to go for an apprenticeship. And what I think is important at Cox Green, everyone has that chance. Too often in education, people are missed out, and too often education is only focused upon academic pathways. Here at Cox Green, we want to make sure all students have the chance to be successful through the wider curriculum, personal development, clubs, but also a curriculum that allows them to get the building blocks to be their success. We also have, as you said, the wider curriculum that allows all students to be involved in outside the school as well as inside the school. And most importantly, the thing we pride ourselves upon at Cox Green is the teaching and learning. I honestly believe in this local authority, we won't find better teachers than we've got at Cox Green. They're passionate, they support our students, and they're always willing to go that extra mile to make sure they get the qualifications they need. Now, as I said, we all know we want the very best for our students and our children, and I do believe at Cox Green we have that opportunity. One of the key things we've done in Cox Green since I've started in January is developing a curriculum that's innovative. We believe that from Key Stage and Key Stage 5, we give our students the opportunity to have the best chance to be able to pass a number of different courses. From September of this year, our current Year 10 cohort have started on also vocational pathways. We allow our students in Year 10 to take BTEC qualifications in health and social care, PE, IT and business. Now, up until this previous time, we've been a 3-year Key Stage 4, and recently we've changed to a 2-year Key Stage 4, allowing our students in Year 7, 8 and 9 to have a real clear breadth of the curriculum, allowing them to do all the subjects they want to do. More importantly, by the time they get to a certain age, they have the chance to be able to pick the GCSE options that suit them best. Alongside this curriculum, we bring in our careers. We have a specialist careers officer in the school, Mrs. Thompson, who helps our 7s, 8s and 9s start thinking about their next steps and what they want to do. And this naturally supports our students in their decision making. We also in Year 7, now moving into this secondary education, allow our students to take 2 languages. They're able to study French and Spanish to give them again a breadth of different language to be able to choose if they wish when they go into the GCSE option pathway to be able to choose any option they want. And the further point that I'm most proud about is our students in Year 9 going into Year 10 have the choice to pick what they would like to pick at GCSE. I'm passionate about students picking subjects they have a real passion for and a desire to be successful with. I think that's what education should be, students having the chance to take subjects that they want to take and want to move forward in. We've seen already with these kind of these pathways that our students are now really enjoying these subjects, and we've seen our outcomes this year improve. Our 9 to 5, including English and Maths, have gone up by 5%, and we've already seen our progress measure going up by 0.1.7, which, as I said, is important for the academic period. Now, coming from a primary school with a transition, one of the key things to me is, as a parent of primary school students, is the understanding of where numeracy and literacy sits in our curriculum. As we're aware, literacy is a critical part of any curriculum at school. Within Cox Green, when students join us in the transition period, we're able to assess and work very closely with our primary schools. One of the things we're most passionate about is we send out our safe managers to every single one of our students coming into Year 7 to have an opportunity to speak to the students to see how happy they are moving into secondary education, to find if there's any concerns. But at the same time, we also send out our head of year to meet with all Year 6 teachers to find out the strengths and areas of development for every one of your children when they come here. This allows us, when they come into Cox Green, to be in a position to start their curriculum straight away and give them the best chance to be successful. We assess very early on with our literacy and allow us to set our groups in English to be able to see if there's any development that needs to be required. But we also work on sets in maths to allow scaffolding to take place so students have the best chance to be successful. These underpin everything that's needed for education, and it's important that this takes place as early as we possibly can so we can start the pathway for our students. Alongside this, I talked earlier about what we call our wider curriculum. We call this our personal development Cox Green. This is where students may well talk about difficult topics that they might be finding outside of school they're not too sure about. We have a programme that runs every 2 weeks where the whole school collapses and works with former tutors to discuss topics that are relevant to today, Ukraine, with the recent bereavement of the Queen, and they have a chance to discuss these topics and understand. We also get a chance here to discuss our very British values and what's making this country so proud. These are conversations that are important for me because, going back to our values, this allows us to start understanding about why we should be respectful, kind, and how determined we should be in everything we do at Cox Green. Alongside this, we have a number of clubs and trips. Our students are very proud to go out and represent the school on football clubs and netball. But we also take our students abroad. We had a Euro group go to Disney, Euro Disney for a maths group. We have our history groups that go abroad, and also we had our netball trip that went recently here at Cox Green. These are all things that are very, very important to school because, again, this builds in the importance of understanding that school is not just necessarily about the classroom, but about the wider development of each person. Now, when I was thinking about what makes this school so different to others and why it's so passionate, one of the key things is about the inclusivity. As a parent that has a daughter with SEN, it's very close to my heart and important to us. We've put a lot of money into our hub at Cox Green, which allows all students the support they need to be successful. We also have a real strong pastoral team. Our SAFE team in school, our associate teacher group, as previously mentioned in the transition visits. And these are people that are dedicated to young people to help them throughout the day with anxieties or any issues they're facing. We have 5 members of staff currently working in the school doing this, plus a large group of staff working in our hub. To me, this kind of pastoral support alongside a head of year and a form tutor gives every single young person the best chance to be successful and the support they need going through a very difficult period. Alongside this, we want to be the benchmark of the local community. I want people to see our students walking around with the badge on their blazers and be proud to be part of Cox Green. I know how important a secondary school is to a community, and I know how proud I am to be head teacher of this school. Moving forward, we've started working with a lot of our local primary schools, working with their literacy programs, their sports programs, and I want our students to go out and start repaying that into the local community. As I said, I'm proud to be this head teacher, and our students are too. The final takeaway from what I want to see students here and parents here is really about ambition and aspiration. As I mentioned, it's in our vision, and to me, we have facilities here that are fantastic. We give every student the opportunity to be the very best they can, and I believe it's my job and my staff's job to allow every student to come here with an ambition to be as successful as they possibly can and give them the building blocks to do this. I don't want students believing they can't achieve. I want everyone believing they can be the best they possibly can. And I honestly believe Cox Green allows every student to have that chance. I really appreciate you listening and look forward to seeing you in the open mornings. And if you have any further questions regarding Cox Green, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. Thank you.